Hey guys, I'm Jennifer, and this channel is From Darkness to Light, a path to mindfulness, where we talk about all things mental health. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I appreciate y'all being here. So this has been kind of weighing on me today, and I'm going to kind of go on a little bit of a rant. Hope you don't mind. First, as I like to always mention, I'm not a professional therapist. I'm not a professional licensed certified anything. I'm not a coach. I'm just somebody who was diagnosed with a mental illness and it has just trying to figure it all out for myself. So I figured that whatever I learn in the process maybe can be of some help to some others, to help alleviate some of the suffering that anybody is suffering. So why do we need to talk about mental health? It's important. When I was diagnosed having bipolar disorder, it finally sunk in that, yeah, I've got a mental illness. That is some hard words to swallow and take in. It's lonely. It's lonely because how could that possibly be? How could I possibly have a mental illness? I've been really good with work. I've got great friends, this and that. But that's the problem we have in our society. People hear mental illness and people get judged. They get looked at differently. And there's nothing different about us except we just don't know how to cope with things at times. Not, really nothing like anybody else either. Everybody is not able to cope with everything. That's just plain and simple. They're just not diagnosed as millions of people are these days. But we need to keep talking about this because we've got kids out there bullying other kids. The bullies are hurting about something, and they need to be able to talk about why they're hurting without retribution, without judgment. Give them an open space to speak freely, speak from their hearts. And then the kids that they're bullying, so many teenage suicides. It's unnecessary. They're scared, and their hearts are hurting too. So there's no safe place for millions of people out there to actually just say, hey, I've got a problem. I think I need help. And a lot of people are scared to admit they need help with their minds and their emotions, because it's mental. The key word is unfortunately mental. So you can't tell your job, hey, I've got a mental illness. Seriously, that makes life harder, especially if work is really stressful. You have to be able to say, hey, I need a day or two to recoup because things are not sitting well in my mind and my heart. And I got to be able to take a breather. A lot of companies are doing better with mental health days. However, the other problem we're having is medication. I'm blessed to only be able to take one pill. There are people out there who have to have several different medications to be able to alleviate some of their suffering. And my one pill is $2,000 a month. How could anybody afford that out of pocket? Just like there's so many medications that people really, really need for their illnesses, like, insulin and other things like that. And they're just so costly. We have to make available the resources and the medications people truly need in order to function better in this society that's so chaotic. They have to be able to afford that. And we're just not there. Society is doing better about openly talking about feelings and anxiety and all the different issues. But when you mention the word mental illness, it has such a negative connotation to that. And that's why I'm doing this channel. We need to talk about it. I know I felt alone. I didn't know how to process that I have a mental illness or a disorder. What did I do to deserve this? What did I do to get that? I'm not crazy. I'm not the typical crazy person you think that you would see. And that's where everything in society stems from, is what we all think it should look like. But that's not how it is. It totally is not. I'm just the average Jane working 2 jobs. I got a life. I got friends. I'm very blessed with friends who listen to me, who understand me, and who appreciate who I am. I have my good days and my bad days like everybody else. I have learned to manage my symptoms much better. It's been a long journey this year, but I've learned. But we need to be able to open that space for people just to talk and say, hey, I need help. Something just doesn't feel right. Something's just not right. I need help. Don't judge anybody who can't cope with things. Just because you can handle things better than they can does not mean a thing, because you're not living their life. You have your own thing. They have their own thing. Your experiences are different from their experiences. No 2 people are alike. You'll hear me say that in every video. No 2 people are alike. So just because you can suck it up and deal with things doesn't mean the next person can. And I guarantee someday you won't be able to either. So we need to talk about mental health openly, honestly, truthfully, raw. It's just part of life. It's part of society. It is what it is. You know, you can't change it. All we can do is try to give empathy and compassion to other people. You don't know their story. Like, you know, we don't know your story. So don't judge a book by its cover. Their heart, they may be looking great on the outside and have it all together, but they really could be breaking apart inside, and nobody would notice it, because that's just what we're taught. Just suck it up and move on. Trudge through the mud, get there. So again, I appreciate your patience and listening to me about this, but I'm really passionate about being able to let people talk. Let them say the truth. Let them tell you how they feel. Tell them therapy is awesome. Go talk to somebody. You know, everybody should see a therapist once in a while at least. You never know what you can get off your chest. We have to allow people, students, kids, adults. It starts with the adults. We have to show the children it's okay to have feelings. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not have it all together. It's okay not to keep it all together. Just know that when you can't keep it together, it's okay to get help. Without judgment. Without any negative connotation to it. Just let them know it's okay to get help. And when they see that, when those kids see that you're getting help because you don't have it all together, that is the greatest example you can give them. Lead them. Show them. If it's good enough for you, they'll know it's good enough for them. So I appreciate your time on this one. It's a short one. I just had to give a little bit of a rant. But mental health is a discussion we all need to have. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Love yourself first. That is who you have. The rest of your life is just you. Take care of yourself. Know when you need help. Ask for help. I've got a link below about NAMI, which is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. The word mental illness, I know, it's a lot. It's a lot to suck in and swallow and comprehend, but it is what it is at this point. Look for help. Don't be embarrassed. I mean, hell, I'm on YouTube talking about it. I'm putting myself out there because I feel it's that important. I'm not the only one. So just know that I'm here for you. Again, I'm not a professional. I'm not a coach. I'm not a crisis hotline. However, I do want to mention that if you truly need to call a crisis hotline, do it. I've done it. I got in such a dark place that I needed a call. And it worked out for me just by talking to somebody for 4 hours. And as soon as I got off my chest, I did better that night. So fortunately, I didn't have to stay. There's some people that have to stay at that facility. And that's okay. Whatever you need, do. It's about you. It's about how you navigate through this life. Your emotions and your mind are a very important part of you. Don't deny them the help that they need. So again, everybody else, let's show compassion to others. We don't know what their story is. We don't know where they're from. And they don't need to tell us. But if they're hurting, provide them some love. Okay? That's all I got for this video. I'll put in the description below the link to NAMI, again, which is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Love yourself and love each other. Thanks.